that Sajna Ji Wari Wari. And that dance was not to show off my dancing skills at all. It was a part of the act.
Hi KK, today we're going to show you a series of pictures and you need to tell us the stories behind them.
So this is the first picture. As you can see, there's a football in my hand. This I was actually shooting for something. We were practicing before that. It looks professional, but I don't think I'm that good with soccer. But yeah, I was supposed to look professional, so here I am. So next one is, okay, this is when I had long hair. Okay, yeah. So this is taken by the beach. I think I used to live in Warsaw then, and building in niche, I think I had become kind of a hot property because I had done some films then. I think Hazaron Khwaishein and Sarkar and all that happened. So journalists used to come. उस समय तो पत्रकार आते थे photographer को लेकर के, and then they used to shoot you, try to do it candid as possible. So yeah, so one of those things, I think for some magazine, I don't remember which magazine, those people had come, taken an interview, and then we had gone down with the photographer, and this was one of those things that I did for them. Yeah. Then the next one, that's with my wife, Nivedita. I think some festive occasion. There are numerous like this, so I don't know which festival what. Acha, this one. This was my first film with Amit ji, and this is a film called Diwar. This is the last sequence in which we had to fight each other, etc., etc. He had to really bash me up. It looks like a stronghold, but everything is acting. Both our expressions do the job, though he was very gentle on the neck. It's once in a lifetime, and then I had the opportunity to work with him in Sarkar as well. So yeah, so you work with the man in the Hindi film industry. So I've been fortunate to be a part of a film that Amit ji was in. So this I think was one of those Prithvi days. I think Mac, Anurag and Ketan are there. One of those must be some Prithvi festival or something like that. So Prithvi festival, you meet everybody who have been associated with theatre, etc. I've not been doing theatre for quite some time now, but it was a part of my life, of course, yes. This is one of the stills from Hazaron Khwaishein.
So we have removed someone from this picture using the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra's AI photo assist feature. Can you guess who that is?
It was Chitrangada here, I think. Yeah, I think she was right here where my thumb is. So she was here. I think it's one of those scenes in which I keep entering and going away from my life in the film. So one of those exits or entries, I don't know, but one of those in Hazaron Khwaishein. I think Sudhir Mishra's best film. Yeah, this is the one. So she's here, and she was quite a natural, and she had that little very mitti wala charm jo hai na. She had it already in her, and she suited that particular part very well, and she did a fantastic job. This is one of those shows. I think Kapil Sharma show or something like that. With Tabu, I think we again some crazy stuff we did. So you do this PR promotions, which I normally call Paap Ka Prayashchit. So one of those prayashchits we are doing. I mean, it's a part and parcel. But thankfully, OTT doesn't require that kind of aggression in terms of marketing. But because the medium is different and we are coming to your home already, any which way, and sitting on your lap, the marketing becomes aggressive. It's a film to be released in theatres, then you got to bring the audiences out of the house at a particular time, buy the tickets, etc. So this was one of those part of those aggressive marketing exercises. And yeah, this of course I think people would identify immediately. That's Sajna Ji Wari Wari, which was a song in Honeymoon Travels Private Limited. It was on a kind of a yacht, and we shot for almost 2 or 3 days this song. I had to go crazy in this because apparently I'm supposed to be a nerd in this, and who doesn't dance, who's kind of a henpecked husband, but his soft drink gets spiked by some drug, and he completely does a complete volte-face. He changes completely and goes berserk. So this is one of those berserk moments of Sajna Ji Wari Wari. Even that song was not, that dance was not to show off my dancing skills at all. It was a part of the act. Because it was spiked, hence he went crazy, and hence, so it's a reason to it. This is the film that Manoj, me and Aditi did together. It's called Saato Chakke. Great fun. So at that point I had just finished a shoulder surgery. So I was in that little strap, shoulder strap. It's a pleasure to work and to be with. I mean, association has been very long, so he's more of a friend. Great fun. I mean, and fantastic. Obviously, actor के बारे में कुछ बोलना ही नहीं है. But as a person as well, great fun. We had a whale of a time while shooting for Saato Chakke. And there's a lot of comic element to it, you know. We were obviously playing the opposites in this, but and he's also very good at comic timing, Manoj. So it was great fun. Aditi too, and it was, I think, her first big film that she was doing, and she had to be this brat who can, you know, who's indecent, who can talk whatever she wants to. And when normal life, she's like, "Kaise hain aap? Kaise?" and very, very polite and nice. Suddenly you see her change there on the screen. So great fun, great fun. Tabu is here. Yeah, that's it. This was, I think this was a series of montages which was showing his progress as, you know, an eminent personality in that area. There's an air of tragedy to it, the entire, the film itself, because it's based on Shakespeare's play. And I remember that these costumes were a boon because it was very, very cold over there. And this is one of those montages in which we're going and going in for some kind of a function, you know, held locally, like all the politicians do. So something like that. I think that was the scene. Shahid I've worked with in Haider, I've worked with in Farzi. Fantastic. I mean, he's full gung-ho when he's acting, and very, very keen to do a great job. So that is so essential for an actor. And he remembers everything, every brief that or discussions that must have had been about 8 months old with the director. He remembers everything. So he's pretty sharp at what all that. So he carves out his part very well. So I think that's one of his assets that he does. This one is, this of course Shaurya ka, I think. The thing I remember in this was there was a wonderful, handsome German Shepherd just before the shot. I remember him quite well, and he was so obedient. I mean, he was like, I had to get off the jeep, and somebody was holding him. And the moment I took the leash and said, "Come." I don't remember what his name was. Whatever his name was, I said, "Come," and he just followed me. And then I had to leave him. So that's the memory of a German Shepherd in this. It was supposed to be a cameo, and I think Aaron Sorkin's original play, the name, I think it was Court Martial, yes. So that was a play which he later adapted into a film, and we sourced that play, and that play I think was our film, but it was completely in the Indian context. And since it was a cameo, I had I think about 4 scenes in this total. It was great fun because we shot in Manali, and so I prepped normally the way I prep. Some characters that I do become very famous, some don't. This is one of those which got famous. This is Rajan DK with me. I think we were doing Farzi only. We had just finished a shot, and I had packed up for the day. And not so much Raj, but DK is very fond of the social media and taking photographs and all that stuff. So he was pat on. He said, before you go, let's take a snap and all that. I said, okay, fine. वो अगले दिन चढ़ गया था social media पे. So yeah, so wonderful guys to work. And my complete part was improv. nothing like that was written as such. So it was all improv because otherwise it was a very boring villain, which I didn't want to do. So Raj and DK said, "नहीं यार, कुछ करो." तो हमने कहा कि फिर let's turn it on its head, make him different completely. So we attempted that. So it was a completely improvised version of the original script. The original guy was not so unpredictable and crazy, and so yeah. This is something that we'll get used to very soon once it's released. It's called Shekhar Home, and as you can see, he's standing by the. I can't reveal much, of course, now because the thing is not released yet. He's standing by the board. Obviously, he's teaching something. Forensic science is what he is an expert in. See, Shekhar Home came to me when I read the script. I was quite taken in because it is set in the 1990s when there's no electronic devices, much of it. So detection becomes that more interesting. It's all physical detection, Otherwise, what happens in today's time is that ultimately you have to be a computer expert. That's all there is to it. So you can source out anything, you can find anything. But then physical detection becomes very interesting, and that's where the character can be really etched out. Shekhar Home. So Shekhar Home, in the script, it was how he detects, what he does, and all that stuff. So we had to really bring in, the quirkiness, the eccentricity, the unpredictability of the character. So it was great fun. This, I think, is taken from the trailer. So yeah, this is one of those crazy stuff that Shekhar and Jayavrat do together, So Ranveer, I think, is a fantastic actor. And the moment I heard that he's doing Jayavrat, I had a huge sigh of relief because it requires, see, Shekhar cannot be Shekhar without Jayavrat. I mean, you have to have Jayavrat. So you require a person of a very high caliber, Then the Jugalbandi will happen. Otherwise, it won't happen.
So our team has just taken a photograph of you during this interview, and we'd love to get it autographed by you.
Yeah.
Let me just quick share it.